Welcome back. Tracy Moffett joining us from Royal LePage Westwood. Happy Tuesday. Good long weekend for you?
Yeah, it was good. It was very relaxing. It was, you know, a teaser. We had the sun, and then the next day we had the rain. So my husband and I just got really lazy.
That's okay. Yeah. It's allowed.
Yeah.
Long weekends are allowed to be lazy.
Yes, I guess that's what they're for.
We're talking today about the connection between Starbucks and housing prices. Has some sort of report come out suggesting?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, actually there was a report that just came out last week that Zillow did, and can Starbucks actually predict housing prices? So what happened is they had a report based over a 5-year period and looked at houses that were within a quarter mile of a new Starbucks opening up. Really? Yeah, and what they found was that there was an increase of 21% of those houses within that little perimeter of the new Starbucks versus, say, 17%, you know, set a little bit further back.
So it tends to be that in a community where Starbucks is positioned, people want to gravitate to that area in general.
And that's just it. You know, you go back to the chicken versus the egg question. Totally. Like, is Starbucks actually, you know, creating this housing buzz? Or is Starbucks actually doing the research ahead of hand and choosing neighborhoods, up-and-coming neighborhoods to relocate their coffee houses to?
And as always is the case with these things, it's usually a bit of both, I find.
Yeah.
A little combination,
yeah,
probably.
Absolutely. And timing in the marketplace and stuff like that, too. But it was definitely an interesting survey. And Starbucks, of course, I mean, they've got, like, you know, 20 different experts, like, all over the world looking at geographical locations and traffic patterns and businesses and stuff like that. But they did a similar survey with Dunkin Donuts as well, too. This survey, I should mention, too, is based out in the States. Okay. And they found that, yes, being located to Dunkin Donuts had a similar effect, but not as high as what Starbucks produced.
Do you know who did the survey? Was it Starbucks that put the survey out?
It was a company called Zillow, based out of the States, and they used, now I'm not sure if they used some of Starbucks information, but I guess they've, you know, been watching this trend for the past 5 years, and those are the numbers that came out. So it was definitely interesting.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Very interesting. We have some stats as well for February for our region.
Yeah, we did not too bad. We were, or actually, sorry, January, because we're only,
of course, January.
We're only halfway through February.
We can read the future.
But we were very similar to what we were in 2014. We had 119 sales in the month of January. We were up 3% versus 115 the year before. So as you can see, it hasn't changed. What we saw increase was our median sales price, and that actually went up to $395,500. However, we had a couple houses that sold over that $1 million mark, which raised that housing price. So probably within the next couple of months, we'll see that come back down to, you know, it was averaging around 150, 160. So, and the average house price we're seeing, sell takes about 80 days roughly, depending on, of course, your house and where it's located and how well it's priced. So those are some of the stats that came out for January. Okay, we have about 30 seconds, but we thought we'd also touch on a topic that we touched on this time last year about RSPs and how you can make them work. Yeah, I just wanted to mention, like, just a reminder, you know, RSP season is coming up, and the deadline is the end of February. And it's also a good tool for people to use. First-time home buyers are the people that can qualify to use their RSPs as a down payment towards the purchase price of their home without getting penalized for income tax. So you can use up to $15,000. And again, if you've been saving over the last few years, you can certainly draw them out, put them towards your down payment, and get yourself into your first home. How many years do you have to pay it back? 15 or 20? Yeah, you have 15 years, and you have to make that payment every year. If you don't make that payment, then that's when the government will come and tax you. Okay. Yeah, so you have to repay that. Absolutely. Good to know. Tracy Moffett, it's great to have you back on the show. Yeah, thank you very much. All right, happy Tuesday to you. Information's on the screen if you'd like to get a hold of Tracy, tracymoffett.com, along with the phone number. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.